How powerful is Hollywood? January 10th, 2016 marks the 73rd Golden Globe Awards, where members of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association give out awards to those work in film and television.
It is the third most watched awards show, after the Oscar and the Grammys. In fact, the US entertainment industry is the biggest in the world, so we wanted to take a look at just one incredibly successful part.
Just how powerful is Hollywood? Well, even though Hollywood is the name of a Los Angeles neighborhood, it actually refers to the entirety of American cinema production. Moving pictures were born around the 19th century, but their success was stifled. Thomas Edison owned all the patents on movie-making equipment and charged a fortune for their use.
Out in Los Angeles, there was little Edison could do to enforce his patents, and so Hollywood bloomed. Since its foundation, filmmaking has spread around the world. In 2014, the global film industry was worth more than $35 billion in box office figures alone. Of that, roughly $11 billion comes from the US and Canada.
Yet, despite making the most money, they don't make the most movies. In 2012, the US released roughly 500 films, while in China that number was about 750. But the Indian cinema industry, also called Bollywood, came out with more than 1,600 movies.
That year, India's movies made an average of about $1 million each in a box office revenue, while US movies made about $22 million. Hollywood is incredibly rich, largely because going to the movies is a long-standing American tradition.
Despite movie attendance dropping due to on-demand streaming, more than 1.3 billion movie tickets were purchased in 2013 in the US. Attendance peaked a decade earlier in 2003 with 1.7 billion tickets sold. But while movies are able to influence the public, it is often their stars and creators who have the real power.
Popular actors and actresses have been known to use their fame and exposure to promote social causes. Angelina Jolie has been well known for her charitable work with refugee crisis, and Emma Watson was named as the UN Goodwill Ambassador for her efforts to promote education among girls.
Others donate huge amounts of money. In 2012, Ada's film star Jamie Gertz and her husband donated over $10 million to charity, the most of any media celebrity that year. Hollywood makes a ton of money, influences filmmakers in other countries, and even helps charitable causes and human rights situations around the world.
The cinema industry is ubiquitous and successful, and at its heart lies the incredible, powerful Hollywood. Another industry with a sizable amount of influence in the US is the meat industry. Learn more about it in our video.
Overall, meat has been estimated to contribute nearly $1 trillion to the US economy, roughly 6% of the GDP. Worldwide, livestock used for meat are actually responsible for more greenhouse emissions than even cars. But despite this, the massive flood of cash and jobs has made the meat lobby one of the most influential legislative groups in Washington.